Yo, what's good? 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 Happy New Year to y'all. It's the homie Kynard. Got the homie Brittany. It's Dope Dialogue Podcast. First show of the year. Y'all. We here. We pumped. We got it. What's going on, Brittany? How you feeling?
I'm good.
You good?
How are you? I'm good.
I've been in a funky mood all day.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I've been in a funky mood all day. I've recognized it, and some other people were around me like, yo, your energy is off, and some things haven't gone my way so far this year. You know what I'm saying? I haven't really been.
We only 6 days in.
I know, man. This is the way it goes sometimes. How's the new year been for you though?
It's been cool. Trying to stay out the way.
Yeah.
Mind my business. What have you been doing since we last recorded? It's been a couple weeks.
So what I have been doing, I spent some time with family. I did some planning. I recorded some music, so I got a project coming up. My father moved.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my father moved into town. Yeah, so, I had some things going on over the holidays. I missed everybody. I missed coming on to the show. But, for the most part, over the holidays, I tried to spend some time with my family, man, hang out with my kids. I went live with my son a couple times.
Mm-hmm.
We played, I think, Ben 10. So, I had the opportunity to hang out with my son and play some video games and just be a dad and
quality time.
Right. So it was dope. Shout out to Chris Johnson. He said, yeah, the music is amazing. I appreciate you, homie. I got something coming.
Aww.
That's what's up. Look, we're going to dive right into it. Today we're going to talk about, basically things not going your way and how to handle that, right? Because a lot of times we have plans. We have things that we want to do. We say this is what we are going to do or how we're going to do it, and then something happens to change that. And a lot of times we don't really know how to handle it. I mean, if we look at the Republicans right now and we look at the Trump supporters, they are experiencing this situation right now. He's not going to be the president. Pence is not changing it. And, the supporters of Trump decided to go to Capitol Hill and storm the building while it was in session, which, it's almost like it's out of a movie. If we keeping it real, right? Like this can't be happening in our country in the middle of a pandemic. Trump supporters running up and basically, causing all kinds of ruckus because things didn't go their way, right? Now, there's a difference between things not going your way in an election and things not going your way when you want the police brutality to be confronted. Because some would say, well, you have the Black Lives Matter protest and they're out there, basically, behaving in a way because things aren't going their way. But for the most part, those protests during the day were positive. They were peaceful. It wasn't until the night and then you understood that other individuals from other groups were inciting violence while Black Lives Matters was going out and trying to peacefully protest, police brutality because things weren't going their way. Correct, Chris. It is wild. It's 2020 part 2. And so, exactly, 6 days in, myself personally, I had a situation where I'm working with a buddy of mine. Really, he like a brother. He the homie. You know what I'm saying? And I wanted something done, and he told me it couldn't be done, and I ain't like that. Shout out to my boy. But we had a very productive conversation about why. Even though I didn't want to accept it, even though it still affects me even to this moment, because I want what I want. You know what I'm saying? And we all go through that. We all go through situations where there are things that we want, like the stimulus check to hit, but we use TurboTax or we use H&R Block, and the IRS fucked our shit up. Now, the truth is how do you handle that? How do you handle that? Because some of us is waiting on that little stank $600 so we can survive. You know what I'm saying? It's mad crazy when you're expecting something and it doesn't happen the way that you think it should. And what I've found is you really have to learn how to be in control of, one, your emotions, but more importantly, you have to be in control in regards to the acceptance that things aren't going to go your way. What do you do next? Fabian said it's weird to see all of this happening up here from Canada. Shout out to Canada. Shout out to Fabian. Look, the truth is what we're seeing out of Trump supporters are people who are not able to deal with no. African American people have been told no a lot. We deal with not getting things our way a lot. We deal with obstacles. Sometimes we put the obstacles in our own way, but a lot of times we deal with things that just don't go our way. And I'm not going to lie, it really affected my energy today to the point where I still want what I want. I understand that, it's not going to happen. So the question is, what do I do next? And in that particular situation, I called my homie and I just explained myself. I told him, I said, look, this is where I'm at. This is how I feel. And he came back and what he told me, I understood. I ain't like it. And so next I got to find a way to let it go so it doesn't bring down my other energy. It's something that I would recommend to the Trump supporters because indirectly a woman got shot and killed today. And I don't think that was, I know that wasn't a part of the plan. Now, a lady went to protest on behalf of Trump with Trump supporters and was shot and killed because she couldn't handle the fact Trump lost the election. It's over. It's a wrap. You can't get so emotionally tied to a situation where you put yourself in danger because you don't like the result. Things are not going to go your way. That's a part of life. That's something that I learned at a very young age, and it's something that I repeatedly tell my son. When things don't go his way, look, that's a part of life. You have to accept it and figure out what's next. Move on to the next step, because if you hold on to it, I saw a video of a lady today who basically said that she bought her tickets for the inauguration of Trump. She knows that it's gonna be overturned. Like she held on to it. And emotionally she's tied to it, and now these emotions control her behavior. And now somebody has been shot and killed because you can't deal with the fact that you can't have your way. I'm going to bring in my co-host. She's going to make me laugh because I'm going to ask her what does she do when things didn't go her way? What you think, Britt? What's the key to really I mean, how do you handle when things don't go your way?
My particular approach is to go into things with little expectation. That's just how I try to move through life because that way you're not disappointed. Um, but there are some times when, your expectations and what you really hope for don't go quite your way. But what can you do? All you can do is pivot. You give yourself a moment to sit in it for a second, be upset, feel your feelings, and get your ass out. You got to get out the mud somehow.
Facts. I mean,
You sit in it too long, what you gonna do? Like,
it's so
moping ain't gonna fix
it's
it.
so crazy because you told me, you was like, yo, this is a crazy topic to start the first episode. Everybody's energy is high. We back on new, and here Kynard come with this switch up, like it's not gonna go your way. But this happened at the beginning of 2020, right? Like I was lit.
And then come today, because we talked early.
Yeah, we talked, right. What happened in the Capitol?
A few hours later.
Yeah, it didn't even happen yet.
I was like, look at this bullshit here. The whites are whiting. They acting up. But I also I don't know why people are so shocked. I don't understand what the big deal is. Like, not that it's not a big deal. I don't understand the surprise behind it. Because they've been saying they're gonna act up. They've been on standby. Did we not think it was gonna go down at the Capitol? Maybe not. But I'm not surprised by it. I'm surprised more people didn't die, to be honest.
Yeah, I you know what? Where are the rubber bullets? And I'm not calling for violence. I just know that the country, the government,
oh God,
it meets, right, different types of violences with different types of reactions. The photo was circulating where it was Black Lives Matter and they were marching. You had the National Guard on the steps of the Capitol building. Now, Trump had been calling for these people to protest the certification of electoral college votes. He knew this was going to happen today. They knew it was going to happen today. And to see the government's response as an African American is disappointing, because this could have been avoided had they put the National Guard out front, right? And they never would have penetrated the actual building.
You think?
Yeah. I don't think I think that if it was black people coming in to do this, we wouldn't have got past the first without some people being dead.
You're giving the country too much credit. That's what I think. I mean, we're looking at it from our viewpoint, and we think about our own experiences, but this has not been an experience that has happened before for that group of people. So I think they're moving in a different way. They're not meeting
so basically
that energy the same.
Basically, they don't understand the word no. The spoiled brats that expect spoiled brats that expect to get their way. The audacity for you to tell them that Trump is not the president just took them to the next level where they couldn't handle it.
Yeah, I mean, think about like a child. Like, you tell a kid no and they're used to being heard yes, they're going to keep trying it. They're going to keep pushing the button. They're going to keep asking. They're going to move to the next parent, the parent that always says yes. Daddy said no. Mom, help me. Oh, no? Rally the siblings. We're going to get it done. Come on.
Let's mob up.
We're going to eat cookies and we're going to stay up late tonight.
Funny to me.
Let's try it. That's all it is. They acting like children.
Well, what I would do is I would open it up. If y'all want to call in, 419-464-7246. Tell us about a time that things didn't go your way and how you handled it. Man, I've heard no so many times. I almost expect things not to go my way, but when I do music, I don't be expecting that. And I think that that's kind of what caught me off guard. Like, I be so used to, like, when I create something, like, I just be like, oh, I'm about to use this. You know what I'm saying? And so to be in a position where I couldn't, that lightweight kind of put my energy in a different space. on top of it, I haven't got my stimulus, which that added. I use TurboTax, and I've been told that I might just have to claim mine on my tax refund, and that's not something I was planning for. I was planning to see my money on the dates they said the money was gonna come. All of that balled up into one situation. I just, today hasn't been a good day for the boy.
Yeah, you was acting real musty today.
Look though, let's keep it real.
It's okay though, because usually I'm the musty acting one, so it's okay. It's fine. We can switch up.
Look, the homie Brittany gonna be like, "Oh, the show only gonna be 20 minutes today. You in a funky ass mood."
That's legit what I said. I was like, "Well, this shit gonna be 32 minutes. That's cool. That's
funny
fine.
to me.
It's cool with me."
Feel
your feelings.
Look like we got a call. Hold on 1 second. Call back 419. Call back. It came in on my phone, and I was trying to answer it. Call back. Fabian, what's the virus Deltron 3930 crisis precipitates change? What is that? Expand upon that in the comments.
He just said some shit.
Yeah, I don't know what the virus Deltron 3930 crisis is. Yo, DC to God, I think that was your number. Give me a call back. All right, here we go. Let me merge it. Yo, it's the homie Kynard and Brittany. You are live on the Dope Dialogue podcast. Who we got on the call?
Yo, this is DC. DC to God.
Could it be DC?
Yes.
The God?
It's that guy.
My God. How are you, sir?
Oh man, I'm doing all right.
Yeah? How's your new year thus far? 6 days deep.
New Year has not been incredibly well, but it's okay. We getting through it. That's why I had to call in when we talking about, how will you deal with adversity. Like right now, my trunk is open. I don't even know why. Like, hold up. Give me 1 second.
That was a real life moment.
Like he was like, look.
It really is. Like my trunk is open. I ain't got nothing back there.
I mean, hey.
I'm done.
He said my trunk is open.
Like that's
where are you located for your trunk to be open and for you to feel like I need to close it urgently?
I'm not anywhere in life. Like if your trunk is open and you ain't know it was open, you're not gonna go out and close it.
Listen, DC, Sir God.
Yeah,
I was trying to get some context. That's all. Did you just come from the grocery store? Did you load up?
I live in Toledo, Ohio, and I probably accidentally hit the button because, I was laying down. But I don't have no keys in my pocket. I don't know. That was kind of weird.
Oh, bless you.
I mean, I ain't really had nothing in the car other than some kid seats. If they took the baby seats, like, yo, it's about to get savage in this world.
Hey, something's not going their way.
Hey, but it is like that is legit life. How well do you deal with adversity? Everybody is gonna go through it, and it's those that handle adversity well, who's been dealing with adversity their whole life. As Black people, we deal with adversity. Like my dad told me no, and I was like, "Well, Dad, why you tell me no?" Because you can't always get your way. And like that was real life. Like, when I got older, I learned like, wait a minute, it makes sense. Like you're not always gonna get your way out here. You can't expect that anybody out there is gonna help you to get anything that you're trying to get after.
Mm-hmm.
And in my life today, I'm 37 years old. Like that lesson he taught me when I was 16 helped me understand like what I'm going through now as far as dealing with, everything surrounding it. I had to move from Vegas back to Toledo. I ain't seen the sun since I've been here. I don't know if y'all know how depressing it is.
Oh no, I know how depressing it is. That's why I left the Midwest and went to Texas. I need that sunshine.
Yeah,
I
You
don't
know, but
personally know because she's from the Sunshine State and it barely even rains here. And I sympathize with you, but I don't empathize because I don't understand.
well, yeah, yeah. I mean, and you can't like even people here. Like I did not realize how often you don't see the sun until I woke up today, like at 8 o'clock, and I was like, I don't even know what time it is because it looks like it's about 7 p.m. Like, what is this? Like,
Oh,
it's
terrible.
right. It's 4 months straight. I'm waking up and I see the sun every day. Like when I didn't see the sun in Vegas, it was kind of crazy. I was talking to my dad. I was like, Pop, like, why we got an overcast sky today? He was like, oh, that's the smoke from LA. Like it wasn't even rain.
Don't
You know
blame it
what I'm
on my
saying? Like
city.
it wasn't even right. It wasn't even. No, it was smoke coming from LA. But it wasn't rain. Right here is I don't even know what it is. Like we don't even see the sun, and people wonder why they walk around depressed in Ohio. Is because you never see the sun. Like when you see the sun, you just brighten up your day. You know?
There's a technical term for that. It's called like I don't know if it's called SIDS or it's some acronym, but it has something seasonal something depression syndrome. Ads maybe
depressed ad syndrome. Yeah,
but no, there's a technical like diagnosis for it. Like when the sun ain't shining, I get sad and give me my meds. There's a real thing.
Yeah. Like I can believe it because it gets depressing over here. So, but it is. Life is at the end of the day. Life is about how you deal with adversity and how you can overcome. And the word that you use is pivot. You have to learn how to pivot. If you can't learn how to pivot, then you'll start storming the
I even think I think before you pivot, you gotta have acceptance. So with the pandemic, when 2020 happened, it took me probably 2 or 3 months to really just, all right, 2020 is done. 2021 is probably done. You have to accept it and then figure out your pivot, because the hard part is I know you said you moved from Vegas back to Toledo. The question becomes, once you accept, all right, I got to go back, then it's like, all right, well, what's the next move? And that may not necessarily find you right away. And that can make, how long you sit. I mean, like the Trump people, what? It's been since November? It's been 2 months. They've had time for this to fester, where Trump is responsible because he won't concede. So they haven't even begun to accept, this is not going your way. It's not. You're being childish right now. You know what I'm saying? So I think that before you even pivot, you have to accept, this ain't going your way. Once you accept it, it's what's next.
Well, and that's what comes with just understanding that no matter what you go through in life, you're going to deal with adversity. It was something I watched on YouTube, but I can't remember who had put it on there. And I wish I could, because I like to cite people for their work. But a guy was like, if you look at a heartbeat, it's up and down, it's up and down, it's up and down, it's up and down. When life stops being up and down, you're dead. It's a flat line. That's when it stops going up and down. Like life is you're gonna have ups and you're gonna have downs. Once you accept that, then whatever you go through, you can start accepting in your mind, like, hey, I'm down right now, but I'm gonna be back up. You gotta be able to accept that. You gotta be able to move on with that. That's the acceptance. And then you start making your plan. All right, this is A, B, C. At the end of it, I need to go talk to the financial advisor so I can get the Z, and that Z is being a millionaire by the time I'm 60. That's right. You just got to make that plan, and it may not go your way. You like, I'm gonna make this plan. If it don't go my way, it is what it is. We just got to keep moving.
Yeah, you got to accept. You have to accept along the way that it just ain't gonna work out the way you want. Even in relationships, I always laugh when I hear people talk about relationships. if you have a long-term relationship with somebody, it's never just honeymoon mode for like 12 straight years. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's never just, oh, we love each other and life is great now and we're going to live happily ever after. No, it's going to be, 6 months in. Do I even really like you? A year and a half, it's, oh, we love each other and we done found something to do. In year 3, you like, I could probably do without seeing you for a good couple of months. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what happened.
That's the thing. And this is the honest to God truth. Relationships are not about love, they're about commitment. A lot of people forget that. It's not about how much you love that person. It's how committed are you to that person. Because that commitment will get you through the hardest times. The love is just the infatuation. Like, when you talk to people and they tell you about the emotional love, they can't even explain it. To me, if you can't explain an emotion, is it really even real? How can you not explain an emotion? If I'm angry, I can explain that to you. If I'm happy, I can explain it to you. But if I'm in love, I can't.
Oh, I can explain it. Loving you mean I want to get you in the bed and do it nasty to you.
Yeah, that's infatuation.
Now we're gonna fight.
You know.
You must have been a whole lot of love.
That's right. I desire to smell you when I'm laying next to you in the bed and I'm breathing heavy. You know what I'm saying?
I think you really desire to smell when they gone.
But that's exactly what I'm alluding to. Like, you gave an explanation that would be different than Britt's explanation. But we give an explanation will be different than mine.
Right.
So it's hard to really kind of quantify what real love is. A marriage is not about love. It's about commitment.
Well,
I
I can't say that. I think that marriage is about love, but it's also about commitment. I don't think you can commit to somebody. I don't think that you can commit to somebody and say you love them. I mean, I don't, if you love them, then that makes you want to commit. Now, whether or not you stay in love with someone, that's a totally different situation.
That was gonna be my devil's advocate. Like, what happens?
Yeah,
when you fall out of love?
falling out of love happens for many reasons. I mean, a lot of times it's because
but that's the thing.
People change and they want different things. They don't, and that happens. That happens in relationships. If, my parents were married a long time, who they were when they first got married versus who they were at 15 years and 25, like what you pursue changes. My mom decided she wanted to go and be an Army reservist. Now, there was a possibility she might be called to go to war. My father didn't want a woman who was in the Army Reserve, but he was committed to her and he loved her enough to let her do what it was that she found passion in, right? Eventually, she did end up serving in the Desert Storm War and he stood by her side. Not everybody is going to allow you to change who you want to be and still be in love with you. And some will say, well, it's for better or for worse. It is, but divorce is so easy in the United States now. People want it right now. They want it like a hot and ready from Little Caesars. They order it and it's perfect for the rest of your life, but that hot and ready is only good for 5 minutes.
Look, that hot and ready is only good for 5 minutes. Keep it all the way.
It's only good
for 5 minutes. But what I'm saying, and I just wanted to clarify, I do believe a relationship does take love, but I think that the marriage itself, the unity, is about that commitment.
Oh, agreed.
I think the relationship is about love. And, you go through a lot and you have to understand a lot because, you will get to that point like, man, I need like a month.
Right.
2, maybe even 3.
Yeah. You have to be committed to working things out when they don't go your way. That's really what it is. When things are not going your way.
When you're ready to storm a Capitol.
Right. This just the truth. If it's not going your way in the relationship, you have to be committed to working on the things that, help you get over the hump. You know, and it may not necessarily even be that you're working on yourself, but you're working on how to deliver your message to, you know, your significant other or your boyfriend, right? That's part of it. Look, if you want to tell me you
Right.
mad, that's cool, but don't throw, a 16-ounce can of Coca-Cola at my head and burst it on the wall. That's toxic. And the same for men.
Yeah.
If you have to communicate with her better, don't be standing in her way trying to bully her because she can't move. You get the fuck out of the way. Let her move.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Let her breathe, because it goes both sides, but people have to be committed to working through what it is that they going through when things ain't going their way. At least that's my opinion.
Yeah, no, big facts.
Brittany, I want to hear more from you. What do you think in regards to relationships?
Guys, I do gotta
go. Oh, you gotta go? Did you get your trunk closed?
Yeah, I gotta go. No, I just hit the button. I'm assuming I probably hit the button on that.
All right.
When it was in my pocket.
DC to God, look, we thank you for calling in. We appreciate you, homie.
Yeah, man. Love the show, man. Love the show. I will talk to you guys later.
All right.
Thanks.
All right. Yep.
So, Britt, what do you think in regards to relationships? What you think?
Kynard, why are you doing this to me?
I'm trying to figure it out.
Oh, look, guys. Sidebar.
Look, want to become famous by followers. Thanks, VQ Bamas Hamas 104.
Wait, what?
Yeah, that's what.
What just happened?
I don't know what it is that's come up, but that's what it is over here.
Okay.
By followers, primes, and viewers. No, I'm straight. Yeah, what do you think, though?
I mean, a lot of times there are instances where you don't get your way in a relationship. I think the key to making it work, if it's going to work, is that both people have to decide that they're dedicated to that. And almost, I would like to say equally, but there's really no way to tell off top. Because there are instances where, you make a decision to like, this is what we're going to change. This is what we're going to do. And then the efforts are not matched. And one person feels like they're pulling the weight. So I feel like in most relationship situations, you have to be equally dedicated to making a change. Or there's going to be like resentment, or it's just not going to work. The change is not going to happen.
It just comes down to communication. We got to communicate.
Well, that's a problem in itself for some people. So,
and
often people don't know how to communicate how their partner receives.
Right. I mean, I think that's always been a big thing in my relationships. I'm a very, very big. I'm a very big, direct, to the point individual. I don't be pulling no punches. I also, like, when I date, I'm the type of person that, like, I'll tell you up front, like, sometimes it's going to be like that, homie. You know what I'm saying? Like it is what it is. I think for the most part, you have to communicate up front with individuals based on how you think you do communicate. I don't think it's a situation where it's not a situation where excuse me, if you understand it, you can tell somebody, hey, like, if you got a problem with what it is that I'm doing and where I'm going, or what I'm saying, I want you to feel comfortable enough to tell me, yo, I don't like what you did, or, pull me to the side, have a conversation with me, and explain to me, yo, Kynard, what you just did right there made me feel a certain way, and it wasn't healthy for me, because players fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm keeping it all the way 100, players fuck up all the time. It's a part of it, man. We're not perfect individuals, and expecting perfection from an individual to me doesn't make any sense at all. You know what I'm saying? We lost Brittany, but I think we got her back now. It's a situation. I was just saying, Brittany, it's a situation where for me, I don't mind talking with somebody and being like, hey, guess what? I need you to talk with me in this manner, or I need you to talk with me and tell me what it is that I did wrong. And you can be blunt. Like you don't have to sugarcoat it. I'm not an individual where it's like you have to pussyfoot around the problem. If I made you feel a certain way, tell me, because I'm going to tell you. And not everybody I found over the time and while I've been dating or who I was talking, not every person is like that. Some people don't even want the truth.
Wasn't that a topic a couple weeks ago?
Was it? It's been so long.
Mm-hmm. Do you really want the truth, or?
Yeah, most people don't want the truth. They want to be lied to. But I think that, one of the reasons why I'm able to deal with things not going my way is because when I experienced them, for those that don't know, DC the guy's my brother. My father told me, like, look, youngin, this is what it's going to be. He didn't just tell my brother, he told me too. Life ain't going to go your way. I said, well, how do you know? He said, because it didn't go my way. You think that I'm doing what I want to do? No, I'm not doing what I want to do at all times. I have to make plans, and if they don't go according to plan, I make the left. Zeus said, just be straight up.
Always sweet.
I think most dudes prefer straight up. I don't want to speak for women. Do women prefer straight up? Can you speak for all women, Brittany? I've nominated you.
I cannot speak for all these hoes. I can only speak for one hoe, and hoes that I affiliate with, one hoe being me. I prefer direct communication, but also I'm a Capricorn, and we don't typically steer away from confrontation or uncomfortable situations, where some people, they clam up and they gotta go. But I would prefer all the time for things to be very cut and dry.
Right. So there was an age that I felt like the moment that I could keep it honest and real with a woman, like, yo, I like you. I'm not really trying to be, with you like that, but we can go out and have a good time and do what it is we gonna do. Like when I felt like I could be that real and that honest, because the truth is I think that at a time, like, I didn't want to hurt a woman's feelings by just telling her straight up.
In those situations, does that mean I like you enough to entertain your company, but I don't like you enough to lock you down?
Well, I may not be,
or I don't feel like I'm in a place in my life.
Oh shit! Here we go.
To be locking bitches down.
Yeah, well, it's not even that. It could be career oriented. It could be, I'm not looking to settle down. I got options, right? Like, I was like,
AKA, I don't like you enough to lock you down.
I mean, it's not that I don't like you enough. Is I'm not in a position where I want to lock anybody down. It has nothing to do with whether or not I like you enough. I'm not in the lockdown phase. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it would be wrong to come to you and be like, yo, you pressing. Yo, but what are we? I really don't know what we are.
Also, do you think if someone was, I sound real triggered. I'm not. I'm just, playing devil's advocate.
I got you.
If someone was that much of a prize to you that you couldn't deal with not locking them down, to me that sounds like you're not par enough to lock you down, even though I just want to keep my options open. For what?
No.
Because you're not that dope for me
No.
to even bypass the thoughts.
No, I disagree. Because I
How so?
believe that if you become friends with somebody, that over the course of time, wherever y'all at in y'all lives, that the friends still get married. And matter of fact, if somebody said, yo, Kynard, if you were giving dating advice right now to singles, what would it be?
Mhm.
I would tell you, if you were out meeting women, just be their friends. If y'all casually have sex, that's cool, but become friends. If she has dudes, you got to understand, you got to share her, which is really going down right now. If you got women, you know what I'm saying? They have to share you. And then over the course of friendship, if y'all look at each other and be like, yo, we've been rocking as friends for a very long time. And you know, we close friends. We tell each other about things that we got going on in our lives. We might even speak about relationships with other people that we've had in the past, that we intimately know each other and where we come from. And then at a certain point, y'all decide through your friendship, yo, we've been fucking up. We probably should have just been talking with each other. I think that is the best route to go. Because at this point, heavily investing in a relationship that's one-sided doesn't benefit you. You know what you should do, homie? If you think that she's beautiful and she cool, meet her wherever the fuck she's at. Tell her, yo, I think you a dope person. Let's hang out. Let's, we can go do it. And it don't even have to be sexual. Just if you think she a cool person, hang out with her. Same with the woman. If you think he a cool dude and you ain't got no ulterior motives, yo, Kynard, I think you dope. I just want to hang out. You want to do, or if y'all decide y'all casually want to fool around, but it's friends with benefits. I know I got a couple of married friends that they were friends for benefits for 2 or 3 years, and then they decided, yo, you know what? We was meant for each other, so let's just do it. That would be the advice I would give. But I'm also a different type of dude. I don't know if I could
be somebody's beneficiary for 2 years. That's a long time to be being a beneficiary.
It is.
2, 3 years. I know it happens. I don't think I'm built for it.
And it may not be, but I think that in this climate, it's a lot of cheating and a lot of singles that's messing with people who are in couples, and you get it all twisted and turned, and you love him and he just like you, and he love her, and she got 4 hoes on the side that's bopping her out, you know what I'm saying? And now you crying in the car. You crying in the car because you in love with her. And she done already told you she ain't trying to be in love. It's so many women out here right now that's like, they got dudes that want to hold them down and marry them, but the girl wants to be like, she's still in her whole phase. She getting to it, and his feelings is hurt. And now he gonna treat all the other women bad because he couldn't accept that his plan wasn't gonna work out and it didn't go his way. It's just what it is. Homie, you got to share her. Look, baby girl, you got to share him.
I think a lot of people aren't down with the share, as much as it sounds like contractually.
I don't care if they down with it or not.
People be in their feelings.
I don't care I don't care if they're down with it or not. Chances are, unless you're married, there's some sharing taking place and you just might not be aware. It could even be married folk. Married folk be out here clowning. So, all that being said, you might be unknowingly sharing, and it just is what it is.
Shit, I was unknowingly sharing.
I was unknowingly sharing as well. It happens. You know what I'm saying? Here I am beating my chest like I'm that guy. And I'm not. Reality check.
Like in actuality, I'm not
that nigga. You know what I'm saying? It's just a part of what it is. So for me, if somebody was asking my advice, if you're trying to get married or you want to find a spouse, I would tell you to enter into friendships within individuals with no expectations. Communicate where you're at. Yo, we can hang out and be friends, but I ain't rocking with you like that. You know, I'm not expecting you to be my man and I'm about to be your girl. But if you want to, get to know me and meet me where I'm at, cool. Because the other thing is if you communicate that, then that means you know that you okay with being single and doing what you got to do. You're not really at that point. You may want to work on yourself. So that's that. It's the homie Kynard. Look, let's get to some news. Let's get to some news. News. Oh, did I sing it? Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me sing it.
Almost.
We got the news alert. All right. What we got in the news?
Apparently Kimberly Kardashian West and Kanye Amari West are experiencing a pivotal trial and tribulation on the cusp of divorce. I don't think anyone's officially filed just yet, as far as I seen. But they're on their last ditch effort through therapy to try to get it together. They've been living separately for the past, consistently separate for the past 6-7 months. Kanye's on the ranch in Wisconsin. Kimberly's in Calabasas with the children. I almost want to say that we could have expected it.
Yeah.
I think I'm wondering who's more on their last leg, or if it's like an equal sort of situation.
Do
we care?
I mean, I care. I care to the extent that, I mean, this is a power couple. They represent hip hop. And
wait a minute. Kimberly represents.
I mean,
hip-hop?
Kanye does. He's an icon. She's an icon. Keeping up with the Kardashians, they do what they got to do. I mean, regardless if we like it or not, or it caters to the adults. They got influence. They doing what they got to do.
They do.
More than anything, they got kids, right? And so for me, I think really the big fear is if they do get divorced, how much crazier is Kanye gonna be? How much crazier will Kanye get? I would assume, and that's really terrible, but I would assume Kim is probably normal, some normalcy for him. You know what I'm saying? But the question is he hurting her brand? Because to me, it sounds like it's business. I don't know if they love each other anyway, but the real question comes down to business. When he was,
how committed are they?
Huh?
How committed are they?
Yeah, look, when he was supposedly broke, like she wasn't leaving him, right? He had money and he was going through bankruptcy, and then he switched over to a church nonprofit and he got all his money now. It's a whole different situation. Now you know what I'm saying? So I don't know. It's not that I don't care or I do care, but I hope the kids is cool. I like them together, honestly, but that's me.
The kids will be fine. They have lots of dollars to keep them warm. They can fly back and forth from Wisconsin to California all the day long. They'll fly private. I think they'll be okay.
But then I'm reading right here. It says, hold on, marriage counseling on their relationship on the rocks, but it didn't stop them from giving gifts to each other. The source spent the two spent Christmas together at home with their 4 kids. Kanye gave Kim 5 new Maybachs. So he gave her $1 million in cars. Honestly, as a man, I don't know if that's a man
Why?
gift. That's a gift you give a woman when you know she gonna give it to you.
Oop. Oop.
She said, what if she gave Yeezy several James Terrell pieces worth north of $1 million? Ah, man, who knows? That's a lot of money to spend on each other. Manifest said, I think she has to watch out for the murder-suicide joint. I think Kanye is on that for real. Yeah, Kanye is crazy. I mean, like I said, she probably is his rock to a certain extent, you know? Even though they've been living apart.
What happens if they separate and then the old Kanye comes back?
I don't know if we can handle the old Kanye after having a new Kanye.
Really? I mean, old Kanye wasn't on meds though, was he?
I don't know. He could have been. Like how old? Like Kanye through the wire? Kanye? Like Jesus walks Kanye?
We probably won't get Jesus Walks Kanye back. Maybe like My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy Kanye.
Man, that was a dope Kanye to have.
Yeah. Not like all the way Fruity Loops, but like little tweaky here and there, but not completely spazzed out and gone.
Hey man, that's a lot of kids.
4 whole offspring. 2 of which I think were what's it called when somebody carries your baby for you?
In vitro? No, that's
I mean in vitro is the process of like shoot the club up with the petri dish. But
surrogate.
There it is.
Surrogate.
Yeah, I think 2 of them were surrogates, and the second one that she had, she almost died.
Oh, Jesus. All right, moving on. What do we have next? We're done with Kim and Kanye. We'll wish them well. Next.
Lauryn Hill. She done with these motherfuckers.
They've moved on.
They got money. They'll be all right. Lauryn Hill had said that the reason why she never made another album after, what was it, 98? Was that when Miseducation came out?
Yeah.
99? Because she didn't get help or push from the record label to make another one. To me, that sounds a little bit weird, but as a musician, as an artiste, you may be able to help me understand what that exactly means. Because I feel like if you want to make music and you had an album like The Miseducation, you could have made some more music.
Okay. So I'm going to do my best to explain this very shortly. When you're an artist, the best part about being an artist is the creation of organic music, where it's touching for your heart. You're a writer. She dropped, some albums with the Fugees, and then, she came and she dropped The Miseducation, and it seems like there were some legal things that took place as well. Okay. The truth is when you experience the success, she was way more popular after the Fugees than she was with the Fugees, right? She was acting. She was a singer, rapper. It sounds like there were pressure from individuals that wanted her to do things like, agendas. All right, yo, we want you to over sexualize this. I think I was just reading about the story where will.i.am said that they're not considered a black group, but they replaced the black girl that they had as their lead and replaced her with Fergie, and that's when they kind of went and had international success. And a lot of people said, that's when it changed for them. Well, the I can't remember the black lady's name that was a part of the Black Eyed Peas, but
I don't remember the Black Eyed Peas with a black woman.
Look, they used to do Tribe Called Trust. They used to do the conscious hip hop. They were. I
remember three. I remember the 3 dudes.
Yeah, they had a black lady, a black woman. Hold on, we can look that up. Let's look it up.
Yeah, I can't even recall. I just remember there being the three, and then all of a sudden there was Fergie. I don't remember anything in
Her
between.
name was J. Ray Soul, and she said that she quit the group. Her name was Jessica Reynosa. She quit the group because they wanted her to be more sexual and, doing sexual moves on will.i.am while they were performing on stage. It's a lot of the reasons why, girl groups kick members out or, they don't fit a look. You have to understand when you get with a record label, their job is to maximize your superstardom. And a lot of times that requires you to over-sexualize yourself if you're a female in this industry. And so for Lauryn, based on what she said, it sounds like there might have been some of that. She might have been too conscious. She said there was no precedent for miseducation. I was free to explore, experiment, and express in most cases. So that's why we got the album we got. She said after tentacle obstructors, politics, oppressive agendas, unrealistic expectations, and obstructors were everywhere. She said that the label didn't ask, how can we help you get this out? They just wanted her to do what they wanted her to do. And when you sign that paperwork, you sign that contract, they own you. And if you don't do what they want you to do, they let you know. And so you have a choice as an artist. What she did was a lot like what Chappelle did, in my opinion. Chappelle turned down $50 million and he walked. Because it doesn't become fun. And I had to explain that to my homie. When it didn't go my way with the music track, and I felt like I had to go through some other things as an artist, the first thing I felt was this isn't fun. This is politics. You know what I'm saying? Like, this should be easy. I want the track. If nobody else has it, let me pay for the track. If you don't want to give me the track, cool. Let me keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? But as an artist, I don't want to do politics. I just want to make music. But other things get in the way.
I guess that's part of the responsibility you take on when you're independent, in your case.
Right. Or when you sign a contract. When you sign a contract, you take on those responsibilities. As an independent artist, I have more flexibility. I could just tell him, all right, I'm good. I don't want to work, but I really like the song. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really like the song. It was good music, and I like the producer's track. And so the other side is, all right, cool. It's my homie. I'm a trusting, but I ain't like it. And I had to express it. And he let me express it without being demonstrative back and like, nigga, get in line. You know what I'm saying? Like, we chopped it up like homies are supposed to do. So as an independent artist, like, I'm cool. All right, I'm going to wait. We'll figure it out. We'll get it done. I'll move in a different direction. You know what I'm saying? And so, but I have other freedoms being a independent that, if Lauryn puts together something and they don't like it, they don't have to release it. They can come back and say, Lauryn, we want something different. So.
And that's her whole heart, her whole everything in that.
And she could have said, I made more than enough money. I don't got to do nothing. And that's the only way that the artist wins. Look at what happened to Dave. Dave came back. He won. Netflix paying him. Now whether or not she's able to get out of her contract, I would assume not. But it's been a long, long time. You know what I'm saying? And at this point, as an artist, I don't know if she would even be as good. I would hope so. I mean, it's still her, but
she don't be showing up to shows. I know that.
There it is. Next.
Georgia. They put the whole country on their back. They're doing something right. What Georgia doesn't do, sorry, Georgia. Let me not talk about the whole state. What Atlanta doesn't do is sit their ass at home. But they did vote, and now the Democrats have control of the Senate. So our new president will have a much easier time putting his agenda forth and getting things done the way he so plans. We have, who is it? I'm sorry, I don't want to mispronounce his name. John Ossoff?
Yeah.
Ossoff. I don't know exactly how he pronounces it. And Raphael Warnock, he's the black man that's in Senate now. So we're lit. Well,
Liddy.
are lit. I'm not going to say. We have control now. And how fitting is that when the rest of the shit went to shit at the Capitol today? I don't know if that had anything to do with it, but I feel like it might have just been a little bit of a tipping point. But Georgia did their job, and I'm proud of Georgia.
Georgia did do their job. I think that we are now in a situation where it's going to be 50-50, and then the vice president is the tiebreaker in regards to legislation being pushed through the Senate. We also have the House. But I want to be very clear. Democrats.
Shout out to Stacey Abrams.
What'd you say?
Shout out to Stacey.
Stacey who? Oh, shout out to Stacey Abrams. I want to be very clear. The Democrats have to have some clear progress when it comes to African Americans in this country. And not in 4 years, like in the next year and a half. Y'all have to do things to set this shit right. And I ain't talking about reparations, but legislation needs to be done so opportunities are given to those that are less fortunate. And I ain't talking about welfare. I'm talking like jobs. I'm talking opportunities to create and be in a position for minorities and women to provide for their families and to have careers.
Are we talking about all minorities? Or are we talking about black folks? What are we talking about here?
No, black and women. I mean, black people in general, but women is black women. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, there are other minorities, but
other people of color, just black folks. I just want a clarity from what.
I mean, I would like to see legislation for all minorities, but I need to see something clear for black people.
I feel that.
I don't want to be exclusive and be like only help black people. No, that's not what I'm saying. We need to help those that want to be helped. I ain't saying let's help everybody. Help those that need it and want it. But I need to see some clear progress for African Americans because y'all been getting the African American vote.
Steady.
So I don't want to see in the next year and a half to 2 years no progress. I don't want to see that because then I'm going to go to black people and I'm going to be like, black people, y'all said vote Democrat and shit ain't changed.
I don't think Joe Biden came in with a very super duper clear plan
for
black people either. So
well, I mean, he was running against Trump.
Nothing happens.
Yeah.
If things don't happen the way we want them to happen, we have nothing to hold him accountable.
On top of that, I don't want to hear black people get mad when other black people start voting Republican. Miss me with that.
Part, for sure.
Miss me with that, black people. Miss me with that. If we don't see some progress in the next year and a half to 2 years in regards to the African American experience in this country, I do not want another black person telling another black person that they can't vote what they want to vote. Don't tell me, oh, we got to vote Democrat, we got to get Republicans out. Vote for who you want to vote for.
And I also feel like if it's that important, apply pressure right now. Don't apply pressure at year 2 or year 3.
We need to be out here campaigning about our issues right now.
Yeah.
Big fact.
For sure.
Look, let's leave that there. Let's get to some this or that. We've dealt with enough news today. Let's get to it. Yes. Y'all know the segment. My co-host Brittany is going to give me two options. I am going
My
to
favorite part.
choose one option. And we're going to see what the boy got. What you got for me?
I also sometimes debate his selection because I don't feel like it makes sense.
That's fine.
But that's neither here nor
That's
there.
good though.
In lieu of the conversation that we just had, choose a Kardashian.
Courtney.
What?
Courtney. I'm not
Why?
choosing Khloe.
There are so many W's on that. Why?
I think she's the most attractive. If I had to rank them, I would go Courtney, Kim, Khloe.
What about the two young babies?
They're Jenners to me.
Oh, they count in this.
Oh, then I'd probably still go. It would probably go Courtney, Kim, Kylie, Kendall, Khloe.
Damn, club money at the bottom.
I mean, she get ball players though, so clearly she got something.
Club money at the
Yeah, I mean, she's not really my style.
Oh, okay.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, if I'm ranking them, yeah, that's probably how I would rank them. I would go Courtney, Kim. I think Kylie is cute, but I mean, it's been so much augmentation on all of them, really. You know?
If I had to rank them, I would go Kylie, Kim, Khloe.
Courtney,
Kendall.
Yeah, Kendall is probably at the bottom too, but she be getting ball players
Kendall,
too.
She's more naturally pretty. She's just so dry.
Yeah, when I heard she was dating Devin Booker, I was like, oh, he played for the Phoenix Suns. I mean, they get ballers, so clearly, somebody think they cute. But yeah, it would probably be Courtney. And I'll preface that by saying, I haven't in a long time really looked at him like that. I mean, like that's the first picture I seen of Kim, like in a long time. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like I'm regularly tuned into what the Kardashians have going on. What we got next?
Facts. Netflix or YouTube?
Netflix, easily.
We're just not going to get along today.
Well, but you got to realize YouTube for me is still outside of my generation. Like,
but Netflix isn't?
No, I mean Netflix was on the television. I'm from the TV generation. Even though I'm adept with a phone, and my son, he's with you, the tablet phone generation. I was on the tail end of the phone generation, but I'm TV generation.
What you're not gonna do is keep talking to me like I'm 22 out here.
Well, I know you in your 30s, right? You said that last time, right? But that being said,
I am old. I'm in my mid 30s.
Yeah, but you still the phone generation. You still the phone generation. You're still the YouTube generation.
Fine, it's fine.
You are. Let me ask you this: do you even know what a rotary phone looked like?
Absolutely.
Yeah, right. Did you use one though? Yeah, you ain't used one.
No. I didn't use it.
I did.
Was it hung on the wall?
911 took forever. 911.
At least the 1 and the 1 were close. That 9 was all the way around.
Funny to me. What's next?
Pole dance or lap dance?
Pole dance.
Hell yeah.
If you can pole dance, that's the quickest way to get dollars out of my pocket. I see you climb all the way up to the top and do a trick and come down and you swinging the legs in motion and you popping it. You know what I'm saying?
And then you click the heel. And get back up there.
Yeah. That's I'm coming out of no less than $5 for that type of action. Like I might even.
I thought you were gonna say like 500.
No,
you said $5 American.
No, five American dollars. Look, I'll get out my seat and approach the stage. Okay.
He said Subway, no tax.
Yeah, I mean, otherwise I would just be in the cut watching you. Lap dances ain't nothing but a tease anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to see something artistic. And after a dance or two, like they all out of moves anyway. It ain't no more moves.
At least there's a pole to assist
Exactly. You got
new.
the pole. You can show me something different. You got an array of what you can do. So I'm definitely going pole.
Word. Noisy neighbors or nosy neighbors? If you had to pick to have one.
Man, that's a good one. I write on my back stoop a lot. That's where I do my music and kind of catch my vibe.
Mm-hmm.
But I would rather silence. Sometimes when the dog come out and start barking, like it really kind of mess up my flow and my energy. But I would much rather you be noisy than to be all up in my business. Because if you in my business, chances are you trying to tell somebody else my business. And now I gotta check you.
They shouldn't be in though. I feel like noisy is like, nigga, I'm trying to go to sleep. Y'all doing the most.
Yeah, but I also live in a neighborhood where they got kids and people working early in the morning. It ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm living amongst people that's in my same age range. You know, I don't think that none of my neighbors is like that. You know what I'm saying? Like if they noisy, then it's during times that it's supposed to be noisy. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Like I haven't had a noisy problem, but if I had to choose one, I'd rather it be noisy unless it was like at 1 in the morning and I'm trying to get rest and I'm in an apartment and they above me and they won't shut the fuck up. That's way different.
Word. Text or phone call?
Text. Really, the real question is FaceTime or regular call?
FaceTime.
Yeah, see?
Wait. Yeah.
So you would much rather FaceTime than it is to be on the phone just regular?
It just depends on who it is.
Yeah, see, I don't really FaceTime. I don't be in group chats. I'm really just.
I love a group chat.
I haven't been invited to group chats. Maybe I'm not cool enough to be in the group chats. Or maybe I don't have a lot of friends, but I don't really do group chats.
We should start a group chat with me, you, Manifest, and DC the God. We should create a dope dialogue group chat. Oh shit. It's called Discord. Get the app.
I got Discord. You got Discord? Oh shit! Look. So for me, Discord is for gamers. But I mean, I know you don't game, right?
I sure don't. I don't play no games.
Exactly. So what you know about Discord?
She don't play no games.
What you know about Discord?
Her nothing. No games. Huh?
What you know about Discord?
I just have it.
Yeah, Discord be popping. It's a lot going on though. All the servers and 80. Now I'm probably in like 40 different chats on Discord, but I don't consider that like a group chat.
Maybe you should make a dope dialogue Discord.
I think we will.
And then we can do like dope after dark for when it gets raggedy and ratchet.
Oh shit. Here we go. I think that's a great idea.
Okay, let me get
DC the
back on
guy
this.
said, "Let's go." I think that's a dope. That's dope. We should take it to Clubhouse. No. Anyway, what we got
my
next?
name is Brittany. I work A&R for Maybach Music Group. I also have painted the Sistine Chapel. I've been a line cook at many 5-star restaurants. I've also worked directly with Kynard of KMG. I collect stones, and I'm so very happy to be here.
Look, though, for those that don't know, Clubhouse is it's like a podcast app, right? Where you do, it's like somebody said, I don't want to be on.
It's a party line.
Yeah, it's a party line. Somebody said I didn't want to be on a 70-way call. You know what I'm saying? Like it's everybody in there and they talk, and that's pretty much what it is. Like, hi, my name's.
But low key, before everyone starts talking, they always like run their credentials. Right. This is me. This is what I do. This is where I stay. This is what I'm about.
Right.
Keep listening. And now the point.
Facts. Look, and to piggyback off that, because that's what they really piggyback a lot.
In addition to what Kynard
it's a lot of piggybacking going on in Clubhouse, and so
additionally, this point of value that I'd like to bring up.
I mean, I'd like to piggyback off the fact that when things don't go your way, you gotta accept and then pivot, to piggyback.
To piggyback, even though that was just said. Next one. Would you rather spend a year on a reality show or a year all alone?
A year all alone.
Oh, it would be called quarantine.
Facts. I would get so much music done.
How? You're by yourself.
No, I would write it. And then when I came out of that year, I would compose.
Everyone send me beats.
Well, in the truth, I mean, hopefully I had some beats before I go into my year.
Or
just give me some technology and I'll make my own beats. Can I have some technology? Can I have a computer and a mic?
Sure.
Yeah,
you can have a computer, but you can't have the internet.
I don't need the internet. I just need to be able to record my thoughts. And my music. Yeah, to be on a reality show for a year will require that I have to be around people that I don't like. And that's never been my vibe. Like, if I don't like you.
Who says you don't like them?
I mean.
No one said it was Big Brother.
Man,
it could have been like Run's house.
Well, that might be different. I mean, then maybe I had to get some more information. Or it could be like, Dave Chappelle's skit. You know what I'm saying? Now, if it's like that, the real world and, that looked like a fun house to be in.
Strangers put to live in a house to find out what happened. And their lives are taped. I can't remember how it went, but you know.
Right, I know this shit. That's hilarious. What we got next?
Would you rather be or have an ugly genius or a sexy idiot?
I want an ugly genius.
You want to be that?
I would
or you want to have that?
I'd much rather be an ugly genius than a sexy idiot.
Yeah, I guess.
I'm about intelligence. I believe, honestly, intelligence is attractive. Like people can go from, being cute to just like, no, I can't even talk to you.
Trash.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Now, I ain't never been ugly, but if I had to be one, that's probably how I had to do it.
I don't know if I've ever been like, that man is fine. But then he said something stupid and I was like, ugh, that nigga's dumb. I don't like him no more. I don't think that's ever happened.
Wow. Yeah, I've seen some pretty dope women.
I'd be like, he's dumb, but he's still fine. Yeah. He's dumb as shit. And he's
but I also think it's acceptable for men to be dumb to a certain extent, right? Like,
right.
Exactly. Zeus said it. Ugly genius turn real sexy when they have all them dollars from inventing something. Right? But
Right.
but this also goes back to the thing that guys really have the ability to be anything and kind of get women. You can be ugly, smart, fat, athletic, dumb. Like you gonna find somebody that's okay with it. You know what I'm saying? Whereas I think that a lot of times, there's this expectation put upon women that you have to be pretty and you have to be smart and you have to work hard to get a man. You know what I'm saying? Like all of these expectations come, right? Or you can be a trophy wife, but do trophy wives get respect? I don't think they get a lot of respect, unless they demand it. But a lot of times when you see a trophy wife, you're like, oh, he only married her for one thing. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And for me as a man, yeah, I've definitely been attracted to women and then they had a conversation and I was like, you don't deserve my time. You know?
Right. Wet wings or dry wings?
Breaded.
Get on my fucking nerves, bro.
As long as they breaded, I don't give a shit. We can sauce them hoes.
Okay, wait. Okay. Wingstop wings are not
exactly.
breaded. So I'm just trying to go Wingstop because everyone knows
right.
Wingstop.
And I said breaded. Look, so this was the thing that I had when I came down to Texas. They don't really do a lot of breaded wingdings. In the Midwest, we are the breaded wingding capital of the nation. Like we do breaded wingdings. When I moved here, they fooled me because they gave me these wingdings with just the skin, and then they put them in some sauce and said, "Here's some wings." Brittany,
do you call them wingdings?
We call them wingdings.
Oh, okay.
We call them wingdings just like we call pop or we call soda pop.
Right. I've never heard wingdings.
Yes. Wingdings.
Huh, okay.
And so
you are not a fan of a Wingstop wing because it's not breaded.
Right. So I just brought this up. Hold on. Let me bring this over here. I'm gonna share this for the audience because I needed to bring them in to this whole conversation. All right. So we've done the search. And when you look, Exhibit A, wingding, bread. Wingding, bread. Wingding, bread. Wingding, bread. Wingding, breaded. Now, when we just put wings in here, let's just put chicken wings.
Chicken wings? Uh-huh.
You got all kinds. You see the first picture look like it's barbecue. We don't do that. This is buffalo chicken wings. Duff's famous. None of this is breaded.
So, okay, so maybe that's a specification. Maybe wingdings means it's breaded.
No.
What you mean?
No.
That's what it seems.
No, this is crazy. Why y'all doing this to the boy? I need to get this together.
Hot take. I do not like the breaded wings.
What?
I do not want it.
Oh my God.
I just want it to be fried. Drop it in the oil.
I will tell you this. When I was doing keto, I really enjoyed the plain Wingstop wing with a little hot sauce. Right? It was good that way. But I would prefer if I had to have them with just the skin fried without the breading, it would probably be sauced.
Okay, well. We're just different. I like dry wings.
Do you? There's nothing wrong. Will you put some hot sauce on them?
Yeah. Like run me like some lemon pepper wings, like the little buttery lemon pepper sauce is cool. A little like Louisiana rub or something.
I'm hungry now. What I mean? You acting up. I'm hungry now. I love what we got next?
2 more. Would you rather have your partner disliked by your parents or disliked by your children?
Oh, my parents.
If it was like a new somebody.
Oh, okay.
Like
So
one person in a relationship.
Ooh, that's a good one. I think if I had to choose and it was somebody new, then it would be my kids. You know.
You'd rather have your kids just like them than your parents?
My parents, their opinion means more than my children. Kids don't know shit.
But also, that person could potentially have to live in that house with your children. So I feel like that makes
I kick my kids out.
Damn, fuck them kids.
I love them, but the truth is that what most people get misunderstood, it is your job to raise your kids and do right by them. But I'm also a staunch supporter of living your life. And if this person makes you happy, you gotta live it. Now, if it's causing static in my house, like if your kids are young, that ain't gonna cause no static. It's when they get to the 10s, the 11, 12, 13s, where it may be some static. But at that point, I'm gonna give you an option. Go live with your mama.
Why you over here talking spicy?
If you don't want to abide by my rules, your mama don't want me no more, or I don't want her. We not happy. Okay? We doing the best we can. Now,
me and Shorty is good.
I chose this. You got a choice. I ain't mad. Love you.
Oh, damn.
Next. I'm going to play this for my kids when I grow up.
You're right.
Or when they grow up.
I don't want nothing to do with it. Don't do it. Please. More money or more time?
More time. Money is temporary, man, but you never get time back. That was the main reason we took time off for the holidays was, I love doing this podcast. I love having people participate. I love talking with my co-host, Brittany, but, I took that time because I'm not going to get the Christmas of 2020 back. You know what I'm saying? I can always go make money. I can go out right now and make $100 in the next 4 hours. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can go make some money. But you never get time back. What about you?
I think I would take time.
You seem on the fence. I get money, but you can't take it with you. How long you gonna have that money?
I can do some fly shit while I'm here, though.
I've been doing fly shit.
And then I can also try to invest it for my future godchildren because I don't have no.
Yeah, that could be it too, but
I don't know. I guess I would have to know the amount.
Yeah, well, it may be the amount.
Like 10 mil versus 10 more years.
Yeah, if somebody said you could have $10 million or you gonna die within 10 years. It's if you get $10 million, you die within 10 years. If you don't get $10 million, you may live for the next 30.
I'll take the time.
Yeah. Because you can't, you know what I'm saying? You can only have your experiences and then it's done. It's over. So,
oh gosh.
That being said, look.
It would be popping.
But then I would tell you, Britt, can I be honest? For those that don't know, I've been had it popping. I've done a lot in life. I've always made money and then I played hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, I done been out of the country. I done seen mad shit. I done been to all kind of crazy parties with people who got money. And like, I've been around it, and it really is more about the time you spend with the people than it is just about having the money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I think here's my thing though. On that same vein, I'd be like, if I got the 10 mil, like we could go do some fly shit, me and all my folks, a couple times. And it would be like an experience. I wouldn't stubbornly keep the money and be like, oh, I want to buy a Maybach. Like, for what?
Yeah, no, you say that, but it really sounds like, honestly, so when I was younger, I wanted to understand why my community sold drugs. right? Like I didn't get it as a young kid, even though like I grew up around it, you know what I'm saying? And then eventually my dad and my mom took us to a spot where we weren't around it so much, but I never understood the thought process of getting it so fast. Like you might have a good 1 to 2 year run where you the man and you got all this money, and then you in jail for 20 years around nothing but men. And I get it. It's the fast life. You may not have had no money and you want to be popping like all your other peers and you see that they got it. But now you got to spend the next 25 to 30 years in a prison. And I knew I wasn't built for that. You know what I'm saying? Because the money wasn't that important. I would not, and I shouldn't say it wasn't that important. I just found other ways to go get it. I didn't have to risk what was being risked. Now, some people don't have a choice. It's just what they got to do. But when I hear you say, oh, well, we can do some dope shit with that, but then I don't exist anymore, it's a lot of black people in jails not having an existence because they took that quick bag or they took that quick opportunity and you know, they had to pay, you know, the reparation to society by being in jail. Now you get some of them that come out 20, 30 years later. What do they tell the young black kids? Yo, don't make the same mistakes I did.
Learn from me.
Don't make the same mistakes I did. And they all trying to sell their gangster stories. Right?
Well, shit, Kynard, I didn't say I wanted to rob the fucking
but
U.S.
it's
Treasury.
But
shit.
we want you to be here longer
than
we want you to be here. You ready to risk your life for $10 million?
It's not a risk. It's a plan.
No, move on. We don't want that. Yo, look, it's the homie Kynard with the homie Britt. We appreciate y'all. We gonna check in with y'all next week. We hope that y'all had a good time tonight. That being said, good night. Have a good one. And we out.